I got to chime in on this Wes Watson fool. It's all over the internet, and I guess my opinion is just as good as anybody else's, or my cat's. Both of them don't like him either. This Wes Watson cat, when he first got out of prison or when he first hit the internet, I thought he had a positive message. You know, a lot of things he was saying seemed like they would resonate with young people who were impressionable. But now he has just dove into being a complete fool and a complete tardo. Okay? Peg Watson. Johnny Bravo and Penguin and all those guys, they got some great coverage. I don't have any new information about them, but I'm just telling you, coming from one idiot to another, no tough guy shows up to a fight or whatever it was. He was actually at the gym. No tough guy has three or four of his dudes fighting for you. And what kind of people does he hang out with? These guys are just as much at fault, just as much dork, bullied, pumped up jerk offs that couldn't get laid in a woman's prison with a fistful of pardons. None of them, Wes included. He's just, and this guy that challenged him to a fight, I'm not saying that he's end all be all cool dude or whatever, but he showed up by himself. I remember back in the day when we all thought we were tough guys. If I was going to fight someone, I showed up alone. It wasn't really smart, and I've had it backfire on me a few times, but that dude showed up mano a mano, if that's the way a redneck says it, and he was ready to do whatever. It didn't really look like to me in the video that he was. I mean, if he'd have just walked up and nailed him, that would have been different. And that's honestly, that's what you should have done. If you're going to fight Wes Watson, don't walk up and tell him you're going to fight. Just walk up and hit him right in the suck. All right, punch him right where he likes to put his mouth on things, and you know what I'm saying. But he's a, if he don't go to jail for this, it's obvious that Wes is a big pussy. Okay? If he was this big, tough guy, he'd show up and fight anybody, whatever. If he was really a tough guy, he wouldn't be telling everybody he's a tough guy. I mean, everybody remembers what their dad told them, their brother told them, their sensei, their sifu. Everybody remembers that when somebody runs their mouth like that, alligator mouth, tadpole ass, something. I mean, I don't know where this video is going, but I'm from down south. And when you run your mouth like that, it is a given fact. Somebody's going to show up and put their foot in your ass. I don't care how tough you are. I'm from a little town called New Bern, North Carolina. And we had a way of dealing with guys like that. They got dealt with on their own. Nobody had to plan it, nothing. And Wes is going to get his. If he don't go to jail for this, even though the dude showed up to so-called quote-unquote challenge him, if he don't go to jail for this, then it just shows you how corrupt the police department is for rich people. And look, Wes, he don't own them houses. He don't own them cars. He don't date those girls. He pays them to hang out with him. Okay? Listen, Wes couldn't get laid in a morgue. Okay? If he would calm down and shut his mouth and act cool, he'd probably have a lot better chance. But no female would ever want to hang out with an idiot like Wes. Okay? And that's coming from an idiot. Okay? I'm an idiot. Not as bad as Wes is. But it's all going to come tumbling down. Any guy who gets on the internet and argues with every single person that braces him, because YouTube, the internet, all that is a cruel, brutal place. I don't care if you're Sister Teresa, if you're Arnold Schwarzenegger, whatever. People are going to get on the internet and go, "Hey, you're a jerk. Hey, you're an idiot." That's just what people's pastime. That's people's preoccupation is to troll. And Wes is the biggest, easiest person to troll. He don't look normal. Okay, he's on that Winnestrol, he's on that HGH. That guy probably snorts anabolic steroids for breakfast. Okay, so I'm really interested to see this guy's downfall, and I would normally never wish for somebody to hurt. I don't want nobody to experience bad stuff. I've experienced enough of my own, and people have enjoyed it. Now that I got my, shit in one sock, I don't like to see it happen to other people, but what comes around goes around. Karma never gets lost. Okay? Whenever somebody's told me to go to hell, I ain't never had to ask for directions. Okay? This guy is going down the drain. And I'm going to tell you what else, too. When he goes back to prison or whatever, He's gonna get his ass handed to him. Nobody likes a big mouth like that, and I don't believe nothing that he said about prison. Okay, I ain't never been to prison, but I got a lot of friends that spent many years there, and every single one that's ever seen Wes has said he never had the keys to the car or whatever it is. He was never a shot caller. He was never that. You think Wes is tough? Go to prison. There's guys half his size that say 1/8 of what comes out of his mouth that would just throw him through the bars. Okay, so I'm interested to see what old John Bravo and Penguin and all these other guys have to say about this, because this is about to be bad. Okay, and Wes, couldn't happen to a nicer guy.